Reality dating shows are the pinnacle of human entertainment. Back in the day when they used to sit around in a gladiator stadium and watch people fight each other to the death, they're probably thinking, can't we just watch like a guy and a girl, like maybe go on a couple dates or something? This man's fighting a lion, wow, okay. Where's the drama? Let's be completely honest, Netflix has been lacking in the show department. Other platforms have some of the best new and exciting shows, but Netflix doesn't really have that anymore. All they got is Stranger Things, and that's taking forever to come out. These kids are like 30 years old now, but where nobody can beat them is reality dating shows. Netflix has come up with the most unhinged reality dating shows to the point where it is basically that gladiator, Hunger Games type thing combined with dating. And it molds together into a beautiful concoction of painful human interactions. And I love every second of it. It's not even a guilty pleasure, alright? I feel no guilt. I am proud. I'm not gonna sit here and act like these are bad. Obviously they're bad, that's why they're good. You can't always want to watch a masterpiece, alright? Breaking Bad, nah. Breaking Bachelorette, that's what I'm trying to say. Reality dating taps into that animal part of my brain that just wants to see chaos ensue. Where I can just watch people through the glass like I'm at a zoo watching the hyenas. They always manage to find the worst people in the world and put them in the worst situation of all time. There's Too Hot to Handle, where they get all these people and they have to get to know each other on an emotional level. There's no kissy, no touchy. Love is Blind, where you don't even get to look at the person before you get married. But when you see them, you can opt out. So it means basically everything is perfect about you, but you're ugly. Sexy Beast, we're not even gonna get into this. I've seen all these shows, but nothing has pushed me to actually make a video about any of them until the Ultimatum.
The only thing scarier than losing you right now would be to marry you.
Marry or move on. The most clunky, worst title ever. This might be all of my worst nightmares wrapped up into a 10-episode show. Worse than this. There's 5 couples and each of them has issued an ultimatum.
I basically told Hunter we either get engaged or we break up.
But their solution for this is to let their partner spend 3 weeks with another person and see if they really should get married or if there's other fish out there.
Each choose a new partner.
You'll move in together for 3 weeks.
10 seconds in, already stupid, but it gets worse from there. Then now all these people have to sit around and talk to each other while they're dating each other's partners and talk about dating each other's partners.
I don't know, he kissed me off camera. He kissed me, okay? So I'm gonna tell you that.
This is cinema that Martin Scorsese could only dream of achieving. I'm sorry. This is one of the most toxic shows of all time. With this ultimatum concept, I think I would go insane within 30 seconds, but they're doing this for 3 weeks. And then they come back and they spend the next 3 weeks with their original partners. But by then, you basically destroyed your relationship by having another relationship, but well, we'll get into that. We're getting ahead of ourselves. First, let me tell you how you can make your dates as smooth as possible. Because this video is sponsored by Native. I used to be the old Nathan. Look at him, unkempt, stinky, till I got Native deodorant. And turned into the new Nathan. And now I smell and feel amazing. Put me on a reality dating show right now, I am ready. Not only do I smell and feel great, but I can also sleep soundly, knowing that these deodorant packages are earth friendly and 100% plastic free. This was the old design, but I like this new one a lot better. These things are made with 90% post-consumer recycled paper, and you save 37 grams of plastic with every one of these that you get. My first 3 girlfriends broke up with me because my deodorant wasn't environmentally friendly. And you know what? They had a point. The texture of the deodorant isn't sticky, it dries quickly, and the ingredients are aluminum free, vegan, cruelty free. My favorite scents have to be the cucumber and mint. I love it. And I also love the citrus and herbal musk. You know, I always wanted to smell like herbal musk. There's a wide range of choices. Like, look at all these I got. I'm good for the whole year. 3 of these plastic-free deodorants would usually be $39, but if you use the link in the description with my code ZEN, you'll get them for $26. That's 33% off. And with my code, you can also get 20% off any body wash or toothpaste. You can smell great and show love to the earth. I mean, what more can you ask for? Speaking of love, let's get back to the video. So the couples introduce themselves and it's immediately obvious that none of them are right for each other.
Hunter is not perfect for husband material yet because I make more than him. I have no desire to be the breadwinner in the relationship.
Look at the way she's acting when he's touching her.
As soon as I saw her, I was like blown away. I knew she was the one. I'm sorry.
Let's keep an eye on these 2 girls because they're low-key the biggest villains of all time. Especially this girl who literally looks like a villain.
If Hunter wasn't making enough money that was reasonable, I would walk away.
The second thing that hit me pretty early on is they're all like 24, 25 talking about marriage. I'm like, whoa, 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 slow down there, bud. As someone who just turned 25, I'm not trying to hear this. First of all, there's no way this woman is 25. She's looking like a smooth 36. I looked into it, did some digging. And by digging, I mean I read a BuzzFeed article. But apparently this girl, Lauren from the show, is actually 30, even though they said in the show that she's 26. So they just straight up lied about her age, which means this girl's probably pushing 40. But if they are 25, the one thing that holds the show back but also pushes it forward is the fact that they are so young. It feels like they're young enough to just move on from these relationships with next to no consequences, but they're too young to realize that their lives are bigger than this one relationship right here, so they can't do it. Acting like there's nobody else out there in the world. Oh. This man Kobe is crying over his girl Madeline.
I just have so much love for your girl, Madeline.
Meanwhile, she's literally out here talking trash about her man to anybody that'll listen.
He annoys me. I get annoyed. You don't have to say something every 5 seconds. Shut up and let me think.
Yeah.
How is your own girl your biggest hater, bro?
There is no way that Colby is not excited about getting to hang out with another woman for 3 weeks. There's no way.
On the other hand, during the mingling section, when they're all getting a chance to know each other, figure out who they want to be with, Alexis talks to Colby and then gets curved so hard.
I don't think I would see a future with you in marriage.
Lies.
Twice.
I'm not attracted to you.
I'm not unattractive.
She gets curved so hard that she becomes his second biggest enemy.
I just think you can do like 100% better than Colby. I don't think Colby is like a good person.
She would literally pull up to this man's funeral like, we're here for the funeral of Colby. We just want to celebrate his life. And if anyone wants to say anything about him, yeah, he said he wasn't attracted to me. So, kind of glad he's dead. The second worst relationship might be the April and Jake relationship. She really wants to have kids and get married. He does not. But in general, he shows her no love. I've never seen somebody not want to hug someone or not look them in the eyes so badly. This is how he reacts to her birthday. Man, might be the worst boyfriend of all time. He starts talking to another girl, Ray, and there's some sparks that are flying there. And they're talking right in front of his actual girlfriend.
Can we squeeze in with y'all?
This show hurts to watch. Secondhand embarrassment. The first episode of the show, I was like, all right, this is kind of boring. I mean, they're just mingling on the top of an apartment building. I mean, I just saw Too Hot to Handle, and they're on a deserted tropical island, all right? I've already been at the mountaintop. But it was all leading up to this episode 3, The Choice. In the episode where they make the choice on who they want to spend the next 3 weeks with, this basically might be the red wedding of reality dating shows. Like, it's an absolute bloodbath. Hunter just decides he doesn't want to participate anymore and proposes to Alexis.
I want to marry Alexis.
And this is how her face looks, but suddenly she's okay with it.
Hunter proposing is the best night of my life, the best moment of my life.
This man, Nate, right here, who is dating Lauren, the girl that doesn't want to have kids. This man might take the most L's of anybody I've ever seen. First, he says to Madeline, I'm gonna choose you. This is how she reacts. Then he shows all this love to April.
April and me are probably the closest to being like identical people, I think, out of anyone.
I choose Hunter.
Then he sees Hunter propose, and when someone is talking to his girl, Lauren, he's like, I gotta do the same thing. So he tries to do a proposal right after another proposal.
Wait, what?
What the?
This is the actual most awkward thing I've ever seen in my life. Look at how everyone reacts in the first proposal versus the second proposal.
And as long as I spend the rest of my life with you, that's all I want.
Just dead silence. He wants to have kids. She doesn't.
Never gonna have kids? Kids, children, dad.
I don't want children.
Y'all didn't even get over that fact. You didn't even talk about it yet. He just tried to save his girl from Colby.
Big cheese Colby.
To make things even worse.
So I'm happy for both of you, but if you want me to be real, I don't think that engagement was real, and I would be
Oh my
with
God,
Alexa.
are you
Can
kidding
you let me
me?
finish?
Every show has a Nate or a Nathan that's just a menace to society. Nate Jacobs, I'm getting tired of this. Only non-menace Nathan representation I got is Nathan Drake from Uncharted, and now they got Tom Holland playing this man, and honestly he's still kind of a menace, but whatever. This is unrelated. What I love about dating shows that end in marriage is that it just takes it to the absolute point of ridiculousness. Like, the stakes are just raised to an insane level. They're like, you have to decide if you're gonna be with this woman for the rest of your life in 3 days. Too Hot to Handle, there's no stakes. They're just dating. You can just break up after the show. It's not even that serious. This show, you just proposed in front of millions of people and failed.
You told me 10 minutes before proposing that you were gonna choose me. So
Who chose me? Who chose me?
So those two couples just leave, even though they're obviously not done with this process. And now April is with Colby, Jake is with Ray, Randall is with Madeline. Yeah, Randall, by the way, most boring guy of all time. I didn't say anything about him because I forgot he existed. Zay and Shanique are also together, and I barely talked about them. They're kind of boring. And I just realized why the cast of this show isn't hitting like it should. There's no British people. The best reality TV shows need at least one Brit. We need at least one person that can say, you haven't enough. So now they're spending 3 weeks with their new partner. And some of these people did this without expecting their partner to go off and find a connection with somebody else. Like, duh.
There's no way Randall will leave me. Like, there's just no way. I thought I was like really in control of this situation.
If you didn't think that your boyfriend or girlfriend, who already didn't want to marry you, wouldn't view this as a free pass to do whatever they want with no consequences, who do you think you are? No, like, really. Now the person you want to marry is in the bed with somebody else. How is that good for you? And this isn't even answering any questions about, like, should I stay with this person? Is this person good for me? Because let's be honest, this is the honeymoon phase at its peak. Like, obviously it's gonna be nice to talk to somebody new when you've just been fighting with your own partner for weeks. You can't take those 3 weeks and act like that's a marriage-worthy relationship. I've worked on videos that lasted longer than that, and they were good, they were fun to make, but I think I want to do that joint for the rest of my life. So it starts getting confusing because Ray is the one that issued the ultimatum to Zay. She said, if you don't marry me, then we're done. But she's the one that's immediately kissing this man Jake like 2 seconds in. And they're like falling in love over here. Why are you here? Why didn't you just break up? Ray had the most elaborate breakup plan I've ever seen in my life. This should be commended. Instead of just breaking up with her man, she brought him on a reality TV show, fell in love with another guy, and then broke up with him in front of millions of people. This is genius. Colby has no idea that Madeline is just ecstatic that he's gone.
Madeline is truly what I want.
I mean, truly, like, not even thinking about Colby.
If you spend 3 weeks with a complete stranger and just completely forget about your own person, your relationship is trash. She's just flaming this man in front of her friends.
all knew Colby. Has Colby gone like louder?
He's loud. He just wants to be a center of attention.
And then 2 episodes later, it's like,
So, I am ready to marry Colby. I can't wait to tell him that.
and the new guy, Randall, just has to sit there awkwardly and hear about the old guy and be compared to him in front of everybody. That's the thing about this show. It takes the conversations nobody ever wants to have in real life. They all have to go on a girls' night out or guys' night out and talk to each other about being with each other's partners.
Madeline has taught me so many things. I love Madeline. Madeline is a very good... Madeline and I have kissed before. I kissed Madeline, bro.
You what?
If somebody was sitting right in front of me talking about how he's connecting with my girl, the girl I'm trying to marry, I think I have to kill you. Or you gotta take dating back to prehistoric times like the cavemen did it.
Randall's sexy. Now I'm getting everything I need out of Randall. He kissed me. Am I going too hard, Shanique?
This is what reality dating needs to be. Too hot to handle. Oh, get paid to go on a vacation with beautiful people. Oh my gosh, so hard. How is this a challenge? This is what I want to do in my real life right now. The ultimatum, you couldn't pay me to go through this. After the 3 weeks, they go back to their own partners, and it's immediately terrible. Like, obviously you ruined your own relationship.
I don't trust April at all right now after what she just did.
Shanique was mad that he was actually enjoying his time with that girl. She wanted him to just miss her and just sit in the corner and cry.
That was the dumbest thing I've heard tonight.
Which honestly, she has a point. That's how you would want your partner to feel when they're not with you and with somebody else, but you put him in this situation. You can't get mad at anybody but yourself. Madeline doesn't want to be with Colby, and then suddenly she wants to be with Colby, and then she doesn't want to be with him.
It's not gonna work.
There's honestly no way these two could ever be together. And she said yes, they're married now. And she's pregnant. Yeah, she just immediately said yes to getting married.
How little respect for myself would I have to have? I can't marry somebody like that. I can't.
Will you marry me?
Yes.
And then they got married on the spot. Like, y'all didn't even get to be engaged. The best part is being able to say, that's my fiance. You didn't even get to say my fiance. Now that's your wife. Oh gosh. This whole show feels like they're working super hard to get to the wedding. The day of the wedding. You know there's more after the wedding, right? I feel like all of them are just trying to make sure that they get that ring, they get those pictures that day. That day's the best day of their lives. And then it's over and it's like, oh, we gotta keep doing this? This honestly has been the dumbest and best show of all time. If you've seen the show, what do you think about it? What's your favorite reality TV show? Let me know in the comments down below. And if I get the call for the next season, I will be there without question.
You know I got it, baby, what do you want? You can have it if you're rolling with me.